everyone. My name's Chris from MMA Island. Today I'm interviewing Luke Cool Hand Sanders. Luke, how's it going today?
It's good, man. Doing really good. Just finished up here at the gym, so can't complain.
Yeah. How was it today at the gym?
It was good, man. We did a lot of MMA rounds, so it was nice, man. Good day. I was tired as shit. I didn't want to come in this morning, but I got moving and I felt really good, so that was nice.
Yeah, that's great to hear, man. And first off, I just want to say congrats on your newborn baby. How's
Thanks,
it like
man.
to be? How's it like to have a newborn son in your family?
It's amazing, man. The whole experience was great. Not getting the best sleep every night, but some nights I'll get some good rest. Other than that, man, it's all smiles and happiness when I get home. So I've been really happy about it.
Yeah, and what did you guys decide to name your kid?
His name's Jagger Luke Sanders. Yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, my favorite animal is a jaguar, and I couldn't name him Jaguar, so the Jaguar Warrior was the closest thing. So put it together, and Jagger was what we did.
Awesome. And going with your, when you got the fight announcement, I think it was like in July. Were you worried at all that the baby would be there like on fight week, or like were you like kind of scared that your baby and fight week would arrive the same week?
No, not at the time, because we were really in tune with everything going on, and man, honestly, huge shout out to her, because she's a trooper. But she ended up going in labor at 33 weeks, so she's a first time mom, so she wasn't supposed to be due until actually yesterday was supposed to be the due date. So it just, with her going into premature labor like that at 33 weeks, and then going through all the crazy things that entailed after that was nuts. We was in and out of the hospital, spent a bunch of nights, but I mean, she trooped through it, and she did really amazing. So shout out to my girl for holding it down, Jordan. I love you. She's awesome.
And you were scheduled to fight August 1st. I can't find anywhere like when. What day did you decide to pull out of the fight?
I don't remember the exact date, but it was probably after like the third trip to the ER. And then because we spent three nights, 4 days in the ER, and after that, the OB, she told us, she was like, look, this kid's probably gonna come like X, Y, and Z, and it was right in a fight week, and with all that going on in her, I couldn't like leave her with Corona. My parents couldn't come out. It was just it was a tough situation. So, being a father and wanting to do the right thing, I couldn't just let her, go through that process. So I apologize to my opponent, but it is what it is. I couldn't do that to my kid, man.
Yeah, totally understandable. Like from your standpoint, like you had to do it for your kid, and like in events like that, it's always family first. But with the other fights, a lot of people miss weight, a lot of people pulled out early, and I believe it was like 13 fight cancellations for that card. So like, how do you feel about like witnessing of like fights fall through for that card?
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's a rough time right now. You see a lot of guys getting signed. Maybe even premature. Some of them, are deserving, but some of them, just because like the times are so crazy right now. It's like, you never know who's gonna get in the door, even just because of the pandemic and the whole craziness going on. So it's wild, man, but it's also opened up a lot of doors for a lot of people, so that's good, for those guys.
And with Chris Guiterrez, he fought Durden on that night. Did you happen to watch that fight?
Yeah, I did. I watched it. I didn't think Chris looked very good, to be honest. But I wasn't surprised either. By the way, Durden took his approach on that fight. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out to him for coming in, and handling business because he looked pretty good. So you
Yeah.
know he made Chris
And
not look so good. So
yeah, and it went to like I believe it was a unanimous draw. Did you have a winner for that fight, or did you also score a draw?
no, man, I think the judges did a good job. I mean, I think Durden could have won it too. So um, I don't know. Yeah, I think the judges called it right.
Hmm. And looking at your division right now, like, do you still have your eyes set on fighting, Chris, or like, did you have like another opponent in mind, or like, what's going on with that?
Actually, I'm not sure, man. But I've just been training, staying busy. I had to quarantine for a little bit because of the baby. The OB was like, you need to
Hmm.
quarantine, so we did that. But I've stayed in shape, so uh, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get a fight, you know, soon. Soon is
Hmm.
the plan. So they're taking their time. Everything's different, man. They're not giving you 8 weeks to get ready for camp. It's
Yeah.
4, maybe 6 if you're lucky. And then you got rock and roll. So it's just a wild time right now. But thankfully our sport's still rolling because
Hmm.
some are waiting still.
Yeah. And with the UFC coming back, were you surprised at all that they were able to pull through this and hold events, or like were you surprised at all to see that like
Uh,
the maneuvers that Dana pulled?
I was, but then again, it's like you can't underestimate that guy because like he they were basically bankrupt at one point, and now they're multi-billion-dollar business. So I mean,
Yeah.
not surprised he made it happen.
Hmm.
Shout
And
out to
going with
Dana.
that, shout out to Dana. Dana's the man, the myth, the legend. I'm glad that we have him in our great sports. But with the sports, we don't have any audiences watching the fights. So, like, did you have like that in mind going into your next fight that there's not going to be a crowd, and do you think that affects you at all?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of weird. I draw off the crowd. I do better when it's like I always. I don't know. The bigger the crowd, the more I shine. I feel like I just get that energy. I like the game time play. So, but then again, I fought in backyards with nobody there but me and another guy. So, that's how I got into this sport, just street fighting since kindergarten. So, I mean, it's all the same. It's gonna be a fight regardless. So, I think you gotta take that approach and just go in there like the mindset you're gonna win no matter what.
Hmm. And you brought up the backyard fighting, and we saw that in the UFC 4 gameplay. I wanted to ask if do you know if you're gonna be in the new UFC 4 game?
Man, I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know if I am or not. That would be awesome. That'd be like a little kid dream right there, but we'll see.
Hmm. And with your like fellow teammates and stuff like that are in the UFC, like, do they get an email from EA Sports, or like how does that work for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't even know if they follow me or not. They might follow me, but yeah, I'm not sure how it all works. I think some of the guys have went up there and they do like the virtual scan, but it's been a while since I've really talked about it or anything. But the new game looks slick.
Hmm. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
And
that backyard thing looks pretty gnarly.
yeah, for sure. Like I think in the trailer it showed Kimbo Slice and Jorge Masvidal. Like it just looks amazing to be in the backyards of Miami fighting.
Yeah, I seen like they had a bunch of the boxers in it too. I saw like Anthony Joshua and some other guys, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And with your gym right now, like what gym are you at for those who don't know?
It's Fight Ready in Scottsdale.
Hmm. And what are some teammates that you train with over there?
So we got a bunch of dudes here. Henry Corrales, Cejudo. We got a bunch of dudes. Can't even think of everybody right now. We got Dan Moret, Hunter Azur. A bunch of Bellator guys, bunch of UFC guys, bunch of up and comers. Bryce Logan, he just won the lightweight title. He'll probably get signed to the UFC pretty soon. A lot of young
He
talent
won
too.
that was the LFA title, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stud wrestlers too from ASU and like the US team that are out here, and they're in the gym every day. So, man, there's no easy goes here on sparring days. It's a murder's row of tough kids.
Yeah, bunch of killers from what I'm hearing right now. And
Zombie trains here. Pantera did camp here. Yeah, lots of dudes come out. So.
Mm-hmm. And looking at the bantamweight division right now, like it's loaded with a bunch of killers. You know, it's like a Shark Tank. Is there any dream fights that you see right now in the bantamweight division?
I don't know. Like I've always wanted to fight Uriah Faber. You got Frankie Edgar in there. I'd like to fight him. Anybody like with a big name. Those are always exciting fights, because that's what's up. But yeah, man, I just gotta win my next fight, dude, because I've been working really hard. Just shout out to my girl for believing in me, because this first time I moved outside of my home in Nashville, and I moved here to this gym, and the whole team has been amazing. So I just feel like I'm so much better than ever before, and I feel like I haven't really shown my full potential, but I feel like they're really bringing that out of me, and I'm really for the first time doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my career. So I feel like I'm gonna really, really, really show out on my next fight.
Yeah, and looking more into the bantamweight division, we have Sterling and Jan at the top. Do you think that's the next fight to make at 135 for the title?
Yeah, that'd be an amazing fight. I mean, honestly, Aljamain has looked amazing. I used to not really be impressed at all with him, because all he wanted to do was grapple. He was gun shy. So if you got in his face and threw leather, he didn't like that. He just wanted to grab, kind of hold, do some jiu-jitsu. But he's really opened up, and now he's looking really good. So I think that's a good matchup right there. I'd be on the fence to put any money either way on that fight.
Mm-hmm. And there's another bantamweight clash that a lot of people are looking forward to this weekend with Sean O'Malley and Chito Vera. What do you think of that matchup, and who do you think is going to win that one?
I think O'Malley's gonna win that fight. I think Chito gets hit a little bit much. He could definitely pull it out, because he definitely can come from behind and finish things. But I think the whole no crouch goes in his favor for Sean, because I've known Sean for a while, and he's always been really good in the gym. So I feel like he's gonna get the job done.
Yeah. And going back to the early UFC career, you entered the UFC, I believe, at 11-0, and you picked up you were one of the top prospects, undefeated prospects in the UFC. And then that first loss came to Yuri Alcantara. I think I watched that fight live, and you were doing pretty good until I believe it was the knee bar, right?
Yeah, man, that was terrible. Later, Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing really good until that point. So, but what do you think kind of changed in you since that fight? What lessons have you learned in that fight?
Man, just being patient. Up until that point, I still I got 3 losses. I'm 3-3 in the UFC, but really The two fights I lost, I just got caught. That's all it was, and that was a learning curve for me. I feel like I've learned from those things. Like, I beat the tar off of two of the guys I lost to, and then they just, to me, they got lucky because 9 times out of 10 I beat them. But, I fell asleep for that 1 second, and you can't do that in this sport because, these guys are skilled. So if you fall asleep, it's when you don't prevail, and then you lose, and you gotta learn from it. Lose or you learn, and that's what I've been doing. So it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how many times do you want to fight this year? Like, I know you have the baby at home.
Yeah.
And like, how long do you want to stay with your family until you do another fight camp?
Man, as soon as I get this next fight, we're about ready to go ahead and figure all that out as far as next fight, just because he's a little more mature now. He's got his weight back up. He's healthy. He's happy. She's holding it down, doing amazing. So couldn't ask for any more out of a mom to my child. So as soon as I get that fight, man, I want to stay active. Like, I move, and I've never done that before. So this is a full on for me. As soon as I get that next fight, I want to stay busy.
Yeah. And with like MMA, you got into it like a couple of years ago. Like, what would you be doing if you weren't doing MMA? Like, is there like a certain career that you would be in right now if you weren't doing MMA?
Man, I did heat and air for a little bit, and it was like commercial jobs. So like I would do like pipe fitting and sheet metal work. That was hard, man. So I don't ever want to go back that route. But and then I did like sales for AT&T, and then I started bouncing, and then I started doing like personal training and kickboxing classes and stuff like that. And now I fight, and that's all I want to do. Like every morning, I got this new drive. I wake up every morning. I can't wait to go to practice. I'm learning so much. I'm getting so much better. Like even like black belts in jiu-jitsu used to get me fit. Now I'm shutting them down and stuff. So like, it's been amazing 2020. I had a torn ACL in my last 5 UFC fights, and I got that fixed. So now I got 2 sturdy legs. I only had one going in all those fights, and I felt like I still murdered everybody I fought. None of them beat me up, So when I come back, I got two full legs, and I'm gonna be ready to rock and roll.
Awesome, man. And I didn't want to take much of your time, but I had this interesting question with your nickname. It's Luke Cool Hand Sanders, and I just wanted to know the story behind where you got the nickname of Cool Hand from.
Cause anybody who fights me gonna get these cool hands. No, my parents, they're big hippies, so they told me that there was a old school movie, so they called me Cool Hand Luke when I was a little dude, and then when I started fighting, I just started icing fools, so it was like Cool Hand Luke. It just kind of stuck with me. Came back around.
Yeah, it sounds like a Bruce Lee like movie kind of character, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It just worked out that way, man. It was a little thing when I was a little boy, and then came back around.
Yeah. Well, thanks for taking the time to be on the show today. Do you have anything to say to the people out there watching?
Nah, man. Everybody stay healthy. Wash your hands and take care of yourselves. Tell your loved ones you love them, and that's about it.
Thanks, Luke. I appreciate you coming on, and maybe ahead of your next fight, we'll have an opportunity to come on again. Appreciate it.
For sure, Chris. Thanks, man.
No problem.
All right, man. Later.